Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the latest out of Fairfield as details emerge about a head-on collision that occurred overnight.
Plus, we'll hear an update about current and projected gas prices.
And drivers may be noticing longer wait times for auto repairs. We'll hear from local repair shops regarding the issue. There's some more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's Tuesday, July 19th. That rain came in real fast last night, although it was nice to sleep with. I left the window cracked open a little bit.
I know. I felt the same way getting ready this morning. Normally I listen to a podcast or something, but no, it was a nice way to wake up.
Tough day to get up, though. That's the thing. You always feel so comfortable with that rain and that little sound.
Oh, yeah, well, it's cleared out for now, so we should get a look with Devin Biggs for our forecast.
Devin, good morning.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo and stock. Customs Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, so a lot of rainfall taking place last night and the parts of this morning as well. So a lot of rainfall. Some areas seeing up even close to 4 inches in some areas, and some areas not too far away from 2 inches. So far, a lot of rainfall has been noticed across a good part of the state, and we do have the small craft advisory that has been extended now until midnight as we head towards Wednesday. Plenty of rainfall and wind definitely to put up with, and we've seen a lot of it so far this morning. Starting to catch a little bit of a break now, so we'll catch a little bit of a break later on today. The sun will also come out for a while, and then we'll have to watch out for more showers and storms later this afternoon. Another little wave from the north and west will begin to move in, and some of those storms may pack a little bit of a punch as we head towards the afternoon period with showers and thunderstorms possible. I think Futurecast here is underdoing it just a little bit, but some of those storms again later this afternoon may pack a little bit of a punch. Otherwise, though, here's a look at the winds getting up to around 15 miles per hour in a few spots, and we'll start seeing that backing off later on tonight. Our early forecast for the rest of the morning period becoming partly cloudy, but again, storms arriving later in the afternoon. Temperatures getting pretty warm. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
A Massachusetts man who was arrested for the death of a Skowhegan woman made his first court appearance on Monday.
Sierra Jordan has the details.
After a 20-year-old woman was found dead in her home early Saturday morning, a Massachusetts man is now facing a murder charge in connection with her death.
First matter I'd like to take up is the matter of State of Maine versus Jason Serval.
Shortly after 5:30 p.m., the Skowhegan Police Department say they received a 911 call from a man reporting an assault at 912 Cannon Road in Skowhegan. As officials arrived, they found the caller with a head injury and Abbott dead in the home. The Madison male was later transported to Redington Fairview General Hospital in Skowhegan, where he was treated and later released. Maine State Police detectives and evidence technicians spent Saturday conducting interviews and investigating Abbott's home. Around 3:20 p.m. Saturday, state police detectives arrested 19-year-old Jason Serval of Massachusetts at the Skowhegan Police Department, and he was charged with murder in connection with Abbott's death. Officials say Serval was an acquaintance to Abbott, but did not elaborate on how the two know each other.
You do have the right to have the matter presented to the grand jury. Count 2, sir, is a charge of aggravated assault. That's a Class B offense as alleged. That's punishable by up to 10 years in prison and up to a $20,000 fine.
Serval was transported to the Somerset County Jail and is being held without bail. The Chief Medical Examiner's Office conducted an autopsy July 17th and ruled Abbott's death a homicide. In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
5 people have been arrested in connection with a drug investigation in Hancock County. Maine Drug Enforcement Agency Commander Peter Arno says over the past several months, Bucksport PD has been investigating a group of people suspected of distributing significant amounts of fentanyl. Now, on July 13th, law enforcement searched a camp on Toddy Pond along Gusmore Road in Penobscot. Arno says they found a pond and a pound and a half of fentanyl, more than $30,000 in suspected drug proceeds, and other evidence of drug trafficking. Arno says on July 15th, a vehicle from Massachusetts allegedly headed to a group in the Bucksport area and was stopped on I-95 in Hamden. Agents found a half a pound of fentanyl then. 34-year-old Christopher Warford of Bucksport and 37-year-old Jamie Ward of Bucksport, 35-year-old Jesse Adams of Verona Island are all being charged with aggravated drug trafficking. Bail for Warford was set at $50,000. Now, Adams has been released on bail. 25-year-old Braille Perez and 28-year-old Michael Arias Ibar of Massachusetts has also been charged with aggravated drug trafficking. Their bail has been set at $50,000 cash.
3 people are injured in a head-on crash in Fairfield yesterday night. According to Fairfield Police Chief Thomas Gould, officers responded to the crash on Norridge Walk Road in the area of Mays Way. Investigators determined that a 2009 Ford F-150 was traveling south on Norridge Walk Road while in the northbound lane. A 2014 Jeep Compass was traveling north on the Norridge Walk Road and was unable to avoid the F-150, and the vehicles crashed head-on. Chief Gould says officers found 3 of the vehicle occupants had injuries, with 1 being critical. The crash is being reconstructed by the Maine State Police and will be reviewed by the District Attorney's Office. The charges are expected to follow. Names are not being released at this time by the police as they notify the families of those injured.
We have new information on the Lewiston investigation. A man has been charged with murder in connection with the shooting death of a Massachusetts man. Maine State Police say on Sunday, shortly after 4 p.m., Lewiston PD responded to reports of gunshots at 30 House Street. Officers arrived on scene and found 20-year-old John Paquin of Worcester, Massachusetts, suffered from apparent gunshot wounds. He was transported to Central Maine Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. At approximately 1:30 Monday morning, a search warrant was served at 12 House Street in connection with the arrest of 28-year-old Mark John Sinclair of Lewiston earlier that night. Police say Sinclair lived at 12 House Street and had active warrants for domestic violence, terrorizing, criminal mischief, and a bail violation. He was transported to the Androscoggin County Jail. Paquin's death has been ruled a homicide by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. Sinclair was charged with murder. He is being held without bail and is scheduled to be arraigned later this week in Androscoggin County Superior Court.
Maine's Department of Administrative and Financial Services announced yesterday that it has successfully processed and sent $850 relief checks to all verified eligible Maine taxpayers who have filed tax returns to date. The department says it sent a little more than $784,000 payments to Maine taxpayers. That represents 91% of the $858,000 estimated recipients. Maine Revenue Services will continue to process checks weekly as Maine taxpayers continue to file their returns. The deadline to do that is October 31st, 2022. For anyone who is eligible to receive a relief check but doesn't receive theirs by the beginning of August, you can go to the online portal, enter in the necessary information, and see the status of your check. We will have that link on your website, foxbangor.com. And the time is now 6:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a well-known food pantry in Penobscot County needs a new building in order to continue operating.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. Scattered thunderstorms throughout this morning. We'll see temperatures warming up to a high of 87 today. It'll be nice and warm, and we'll be turning over those summer temperatures. Tonight, clear skies, temperatures drop down to a low of 64, and tomorrow we're back up in the mid to high 80s with partially cloudy skies.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid? Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
Steve Harvey says my Aunt Agnes has the world's biggest what? Big underwear.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC7.
My goal is to be like an actor.
I'm an artist myself. I'm a film director. I do everything perfect. You want to be him.
Correct.
You want to be a star.
I just want to be a B-list.
Well, I'm going to say that being here makes you an A-lister.
Hot Bench. Tuesday at 3 on ABC 7.
Drivers may be noticing longer wait times for car repairs. We talked to repair shop owners who say COVID-19 continues to play a role. Repair shops their wait times can vary from 7 business days up to a month. Garage owner Eric Poirier says he only has 2 technicians and is working to complete as many jobs as possible each day. Meanwhile, Herman Motor Company owner Aaron Hawes says supply chain issues are causing delays for his staff to receive parts. Hawes added the lack of available technicians has contributed to the issue.
There's many levels of it, but it's a workforce issue. You know, there's no question about that, and it's not the simplicity of the technicians in the dealerships. It stems right from the top. No new vehicles being available, which in return means consumers are holding on to their used vehicles longer, which means more of them need to be serviced and maintained.
Hawes recommends to think ahead when it comes to scheduling maintenance and make appointments as soon as possible.
A well-known food pantry in Herman is currently looking for a new location in order to continue feeding the community. Matthew Jurancic has more.
We are desperately looking for some kind of a space to be able to continue to give this food out while we raise funds.
Volunteer Director of Neighbors Supporting Neighbors, Carol Lackady, is worried about where her food pantry will be located after August 1st. For the next few weeks, Lackady and her group of volunteers are scrambling to both serve the community and move from the pantry's current location in the Danforth Supermarket Plaza to a new one, as the property is set to be turned into multi-use businesses. After bouncing between 4 different properties in the past 17 years, she understands the need within the community.
We've always been a pretty large food pantry as far as people coming to us for help. We supply them with not only food, but we have clothing, we have pet items and pet food, we have health and beauty aids, we have all your household products. So we provide a lot more than just food to these people.
Lackady says folks who go to the pantry are usually given a pre-made box with a variety of food, including cereal, canned fruit, pasta, and more. The organization currently has property gifted to them by the town of Herman on Billings Road and plans on moving there in the future. However, they need the community's help in raising funds in order to make this happen.
And we had a building designed way back when, and 17 years, and we're still going strong, and there's people that need help every day. It's time for us to have our own space.
Reporting from Herman, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Time is now 6:13. It's already 71 degrees outside. Coming up after the break, we'll hear about the latest shark sightings off the coast of Maine and advice from experts on how to stay aware.
Plus, the town of Ellsworth is seeking to update its trade school. We'll hear details from the town council meeting when we return.
You've been called a trailblazer.
Carl Nassib, the first active player in the NFL to come out.
What was the reaction from the NFL? Did anyone treat you differently?
This morning.
What does your NFL future hold?
Only on ABC's Good Morning America.
Aren't you glad for innovation? Things that used to be big and bulky, well now they fit in your pocket. Even your hose, the Silver Bullet. It's making other hoses obsolete. Just turn on the water and the Silver Bullet inflates from pocket size to super size. It's the hands-free hose that grows and grows. Turn off the water and it shrinks back to a super light pocket hose. It's putting itself away. The other hose, it just sits there. Come on, go. Get your 25-foot pocket hose Silver Bullet today. Still just $19.99. You also get our adjustable bullet nozzle, a $20 value, absolutely free. Order now and you can double it to 2. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the original pocket hose Silver Bullet today.
Call 1-800-709-9081. That's 1-800-709-9081 or visit silverbullet.hose.com. So call 1-800-709-9081 now.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Scientists say more shark sightings in Maine waters are reason for awareness, not panic. Great white sharks have always been present off of the coast of Maine, especially in the summer, but sightings are on the rise. Megan Wilgus explains why.
2 more fins were spotted off the coast of Maine this past weekend. The Department of Marine Resources says that adds up to a total of 16 shark sightings so far this summer.
Anytime you're in the water, it's fair to assume that there could be a white shark nearby.
Marine scientist Matthew Davis says shark populations increased following the Federal Protection Act in the 1990s and the Marine Mammal Protection Act in the 1970s.
Those two things in conjunction have really allowed the species to recover to more historic levels, or what we believe their levels were, which is really a conservation success story.
Just because there are more sharks doesn't mean they will bother you.
The likelihood of you getting struck by lightning is greater than getting bitten by a shark.
While the number of shark sightings have gone up, it's not only because there are more of them out there, but also we're more aware that they're there.
Here in Maine, we're still trying to find areas that they tend to congregate more often. And so it's our hope that over several years of this acoustic monitoring, we might be able to identify those spots where there's higher frequency.
Through these receivers, Davis says it scans a shark's fin sort of like a barcode in a grocery store and sends its location back to the department. He adds they are working on tagging the sharks next.
It's very hard. The water is dark. We don't know where they are all the time. Cape Cod is nice. The water is a little bit clearer.
State Park Manager Sean Valancourt says while the ocean is their home, there are ways to avoid seeing one.
Sharks are colorblind and they really look for that contrast in the water. So make sure that you swim with multiple groups of people, or if you're surfing, don't surf alone.
A report says the U.S. faces sharp headwinds in transitioning to wind energy. ClearPath, a nonprofit wind energy and advocacy group, studied efforts in Iowa to use wind for power. Their findings say that U.S. energy goals need to be, quote, sustainable, realistic, and economically feasible, unquote. The report says wind, solar, nuclear, coal, and gas all need to be used for now as America shifts to green energy. Iowa generated more than 55% of its 2021 energy from wind sources. 16 of Iowa's 99 counties, however, placed restrictions on wind in recent years. The time is now 6:17.
And let's bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs with your Tuesday morning forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, so rainfall was definitely impressive so far from this latest system. It's moving in with some areas seeing close to 4 inches, and other areas ranging from around 1 to 2 and even up to 3 inches. So a good healthy rainfall so far. We're not even done just yet. We'll show you the radar coming up in a little bit. Small craft advisory is in effect until midnight as we head towards Wednesday morning. It's been extended a little bit as this area of low pressure continues to move in from the west going toward the east with a lot of rainfall that continues to move through. We'll have one little bit that will continue to move through for a while. Then the sun will come out as the clouds will break up, and then more scattered showers and thunderstorms arrive during the afternoon period, and some of those may pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and a little bit of hail as well, as we'll watch another system soon begin to move in for the north and west. Wave heights are pretty active right now, according to the buoys, at around 4 to 5 feet, and we might see those getting a little bit higher, which is why the small craft advisory is currently in effect. And of course, the winds will be a problem as well, some gusty winds reaching up to about 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon period today. Then later on tonight, things really begin to calm down in a hurry, down to around 10 to maybe 15 miles per hour in a few spots. Average high is 81 degrees, and for the next several days, we'll be in the middle to upper 80s, even a few lower 90s by Saturday, then back down to the lower 80s as we head towards your Monday. Dew points will also be on the rise again if you're not a big fan of the heat and humidity. We'll start seeing them falling a little bit by Wednesday, then rising again by Thursday and Friday. A quick fall by Friday and Saturday before late Saturday and parts of Sunday. The dew points are on the rise again, so summer is here to stay for a good while. UV next forecast for today is at an 8. That's considered very high, so it means a burn time of around 15 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast for the rest of the afternoon. Again, we catch a little bit of a break from the precipitation, at least until about the late afternoon before showers and thunderstorms move in again. Again, some of those may pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and a little bit of hail. Then becoming mostly clear tonight, so a lot of this active weather will not be lasting very long. But again, any of the storms later this afternoon by about 4 or 5 o'clock when they do begin to move in could pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and some hail across the entire state. And of course, throughout the next several days, we'll be watching for more rain moving in between now and Saturday. Up to another inch of rainfall not out of the question. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible. That southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 64 degrees with a slight chance for thunderstorms early, then becoming mostly clear. That west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right, let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. We're partly cloudy on Wednesday, highs in the upper 80s, mid 80s by Thursday with a chance for storms. Mostly sunny Friday and Saturday, highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Lincoln, is sponsored by Acres Away Estate, a real estate brokerage specializing in residential land serving the Lincoln area. Stop in or call today to speak to our friendly team of professionals. Steaks and Stuff, offering a full variety of fresh quality products, including produce, meats, and seafood, known for having the freshest bakery and deli goods you can find. And Carl's Auto Parts, with more than 75 years of combined experience in the automotive, light, commercial trucks, and heavy equipment parts industry. Let us help you find the right part.
What can I do to help you, hon?
Yes! Yes! Get out! Andy! Get out of my room! Get out!
You're not lying. I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. What did you say?
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs. There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin is taking a rare trip abroad to the Middle East as President Joe Biden settles back in the U.S. The visit comes as Iran claims it as now capable of building a nuclear weapon. Fox's senior national correspondent, Rich Edson, has more.
Iran can build a nuclear bomb if it wants. That's what a senior advisor to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei told Al Jazeera this weekend. Quote, in a few days, we were able to enrich uranium up to 60%, and we can easily produce 90% enriched uranium. Iran has the technical means to produce a nuclear bomb, but there has been no decision by Iran to build one. For more than a year, the Biden administration has been trying to resurrect an agreement to constrain Iran's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. Officials say the deal is basically finished.
It's up to Iran to see whether they're going to take it or not. We're going to continue to make sure we have the capability and the capacity in the region, military and otherwise, to deal with their destabilizing activities.
President Biden traveled to the region last week, in part to coordinate with allies on what to do if negotiations with Iran fail. He and Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid pledged to stop Iran's nuclear program, though they disagreed on how.
I continue to believe that diplomacy is the best way to achieve this outcome. Words will not stop them, Mr. President. Diplomacy will not stop them.
Lapid said only the free world's willingness to use force will stop Iran's nuclear program. President Biden told an Israeli television station to stop Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, the U.S. would use force as a last resort. Russian President Vladimir Putin is planning his own travel to the region. He's scheduled to meet this week with Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. It's only Putin's second trip abroad since Russia invaded Ukraine in February. Both Iran and Russia are under heavy sanctions from the West and are working to try to bypass those economic restrictions. In Washington, Rich Edson, Fox News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show. Imagine transforming an old school bus into your very own home on the road. You hear from a local couple that is making that a reality.
Plus, a Maine artist is sprucing up Old Town, all with a few spray cans and some vintage designs. We'll have more on these stories as Good Morning Maine continues.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. WellCare. Call today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday, July 19th of 2022. It's the 200th day of the year. 165 to go. The countdown begins.
Lynn Ripplemeyer flew across the Atlantic Ocean on this day in 1984. Nothing unusual about that, except it was the first time a woman flew a 747 across the Atlantic.
TV's Mad Men first went on the air 15 years ago today, and today is National Daiquiri Day, and it's Words with Friends Day. That's a flashback a little bit. I haven't heard that one in a while, that game.
I never got into that one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That one was good. That one was good for a while. I think that came out right in high school, right around like the 2010, 11, 12, 13.
I know, and that one lasted a long time. What's the word game that people play now?
Wordle.
Wordle.
Yeah,
Wordle's taken over.
Couldn't get into that one either, but they are fun little games that you get a chance to get into.
I like to just doom scroll on social media. That's my forte.
Doom scroll. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet. Doom scroll. That may be like the new YOLO.
Because it only brings you to doom.
Yeah, man. Well, it's tough. Hey, great news is though, 5 days until the most important day of the year. Shark Week starts Sunday, so get ready. I'm super excited.
How could I forget?
I'll be sitting on my couch all week. That's the only thing I'll be doing is watching shark documentaries.
You've earned a respite to take some time and stare at a screen, you know?
Well, I mean, not that I'm doing that right now. There's only 3 or 4 of them right in front of us.
Right. Take some time off from staring at the big screen to stare at a slightly less large screen.
Yeah, we'll go with the smaller one. I'll just do it on my phone. I'll be taking the dog out and putting the trash out and just constantly watching.
There we go. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Devin, good morning.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo and stock. Customs Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, so a lot of rainfall taking place last night and the parts of this morning as well. So a lot of rainfall. Some areas seeing up even close to 4 inches in some areas, and some areas not too far away from 2 inches. So far, a lot of rainfall has been noticed across a good part of the state, and we do have the small craft advisory that has been extended now until midnight as we head towards Wednesday. Plenty of rainfall and wind definitely to put up with, and we've seen a lot of it so far this morning. Starting to catch a little bit of a break now, so we'll catch a little bit of a break later on today. The sun will also come out for a while, and then we'll have to watch out for more showers and storms later this afternoon. Another little wave from the north and west will begin to move in, and some of those storms may pack a little bit of a punch as we head towards the afternoon period with showers and thunderstorms possible. I think Futurecast here is underdoing it just a little bit, but some of those storms again later this afternoon may pack a little bit of a punch. Otherwise, though, here's a look at the winds getting up to around 15 miles per hour in a few spots, and we'll start seeing that backing off later on tonight. Our early forecast for the rest of the morning period becoming partly cloudy, but again, storms arriving later in the afternoon. Temperatures getting pretty warm. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. A Winslow couple is rolling from one memory-making trip to another with their kids in their newly refurbished school bus.
Jody Hersey spotted them on a road trip and has more.
This 2004 black and white school bus, affectionately named the Radical Express, is the brainchild of Justin and Melanie Smith of Winslow, who have logged a lot of miles and smiles with their kids on the road.
We looked at campers, and they were kind of pricey, and I wanted to drive down the road and look back and see my kids riding back there, playing board games at the table.
So the Smiths purchased this old bus from a local school district and started renovating it into their home away from home.
We started tearing out the seats, ripping up the floor. We got it rubber coated. So I had a lot of fun looking at floor plans and designs.
Each member of the Smith family has their own cozy space aboard the Radical Express, which the kids love.
And that's Mom and Dad's bed. We have our own bed. It's better than sleeping in a tent.
The family has traveled together to Seboomic near Moosehead, as well as New Hampshire, and down the East Coast to Disney in Florida.
A family of ours went down to Disney the exact same week that we did, and they spent about $700 more in airfare than we did in diesel to drive this down. They didn't get the experience of stopping in New York City at a little mom and pop pizza shop and having the best pizza we've had in quite some time.
The Smiths would still like to add a shower and solar power to their home on wheels when they're not busy making memories.
It's really eye-opening to see the first picture to where it is now.
In Winslow, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The Ellsworth School Department and other organizations want to update Hancock County's trade school for high school students in the region.
Stephanie Wittenbach attended Monday night's City Council meeting and has the details.
Jake Taylor with the Ellsworth Business Development Corporation says he and Ellsworth School Department have been discussing expanding Hancock County Technical Center since 2018. Taylor says since then, things have moved pretty quickly. City Council has jumped on board and stakeholders are securing funding for the project they hope to see pass.
And I think that this is just a part to play in what the overall workforce looks like, and if we can make our part in our area the best that it possibly can be, feeding the local industries that need those workers, that's the whole concept of what this project would potentially do.
Taylor says Oak Point Associates is an architectural design and engineering company working on the project. They've created a preliminary plan on what a new school could look like and how much it would cost. Oak Point Associates says a new trade school will cost over $57 million. They say to update the school already there would cost around $52 million. Some city councilors say they will apply for grants and ask the state for funding. Counselors say they think now is the best time to expand the school. Ellsworth School Board member Paul Markosian says the school has 200 students at the moment and is growing every year.
We actually had one student who graduated this past June who had 74 college credits when she graduated. She went to HCTC. She was also a student at Ellsworth High School. She's the first student in the state of Maine who got an associate's degree prior to her getting her high school diploma.
Markosian and Taylor say this is the first step to get the ball rolling and try to secure the funding they need to make the construction plan come to life. In Ellsworth, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Downtown Old Town is getting a street-style makeover. Mike Rich is a graffiti artist from Portland, Maine. He's been tasked with creating 2 unique pieces of art to spruce up the downtown area. It's all about a project with Downtown Old Town, funded through the Maine Development Foundation and matching contributions from local business owner Alex Gray. Rich has been working on graffiti projects since 1985 and said the industry has changed a lot since he started.
I tried doing art with spray paint and no one really wanted anything to do with me, and now it seems like there's street art everywhere, on the television, in the stores, all over the world. Even in Portland, there's a handful of artists who are just doing art full time.
He said he enjoys adding these street art elements to his work. Right now, he'll be graffitiing 2 electric boxes, one with a design he created in reference to some old vintage advertisements from Old Town Canoe, and the other will have the coyote mascot from the local schools.
There's a method to the steps that you take. The first layers, I have a huge cap, so I can cover the whole box in about 5 minutes, and then the caps get smaller and smaller as you get closer to completion.
Rich said he used about 60 to 70 colors on both boxes to complete the project. You can check out some of his work and the final product on Instagram or Facebook at Mike Rich Designs. Today marks day 1 of Husson University's 3-day pharmacy camp.
A.J. Douglas watched as high school students dove right into the hands of training.
Hudson University hosted their 2022 Pharmacy Summer Camp to give high school juniors and seniors the opportunity to get hands-on training for a high-demand job and a taste of college life.
But this allows them an opportunity to understand what pharmacy education is. They live in the dorm for a couple of days. They have classes in our regular classes with our regular instructors and professors. So this gives them the opportunity to experience what college is going to be like.
Kayla Hare is an incoming senior at St. Stephen's High School. She says the pharmacy camp is helping her make an educated decision about her future career goals.
I think that it will definitely help make my decision on whether or not I want to be a pharmacist and what exactly I want to do after university.
The American Association of Colleges for Pharmacy reports data showing a mild increase in demand for pharmacists nationwide from 2020 to 2022. The 13-year program encourages more high school seniors to study pharmaceuticals and pursue careers after graduation.
The pharmacy camp is one of our best recruitment effort. A lot of the students who have gone through our pharmacy camp program have successfully enrolled at Hudson University and subsequently went on pharmacy school and graduate.
Hudson University has a rolling admissions process for those interested in enrolling in the School of Pharmacy. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, just a week after Chris Sale returned from rehab, he finds himself right back on the injured reserve. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz have an update.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. A high of 87 degrees today. Scattered thunderstorms around the area should clear out by noontime. Mostly clear skies tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the mid-60s. And tomorrow, we're back up in the high 80s with partially cloudy skies.
I slipped twice getting into my bathtub and was lucky not to fall. One time I wasn't able to get myself up after a bath, and I was stuck for nearly 3 hours before I could reach a phone to call my daughter for help. I knew my old tub was no longer safe, so I decided to do something about it.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you can have both? Call now and get $1,600 off your Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive Rainfall Shower Package upgrade free.
My Safe Step tub is fantastic. It's been a tremendous help for my independence. It gives me peace of mind, and I recommend it to everybody.
Call now and get $1,600 off, plus our exclusive Rainfall Shower Package upgrade included free.
Call 1-800-355-4609. That's 1-800-355-4609. Call now.
Pound the pavement for Cancer Awareness Sunday, October 9th at the Sea Dog on the Bangor waterfront. Register at runsignup.com. Goodie bags given to the first 200 people to register. Visa gift cards are randomly hidden in goodie bags. You could win $25 or even $100. Fundraise $150 and get a limited edition t-shirt. All proceeds stay in our community. Pound the Pavement, sponsored by the Sea Dog, Ice Pick Vodka, ABC7 and Fox 22, and the Purple Iris Foundation. Register now at runsignup.com.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Good morning, everyone. Well, we'll start things off with some big news out of Orono as this year's Miss Maine basketball winner, J.C. Christopher, is headed back home. Skowhegan's Christopher is transferring from Boston University to play for Amy Vachon and the Black Bears after just a short time with the Terriers. Christopher said she was unhappy during the summer session in Boston and regretted not coming to Orono in the first place. Now, the former Riverhawk entered the transfer portal last Wednesday and has already gone through the admissions process with Maine. She and the Black Bears are just waiting on BU to sign off on the move to make it official. And when it does become official, we will catch up with Christopher to get more insight into the decision to head to Orono. Great news for us and great news for the state because we get to continue to watch her in person right here in Maine as she continues into the collegiate ranks. For now, though, we will talk some baseball. Senior Little League Regionals has arrived in Bangor, and like they've done for 30 years, the grounds crew at Mansfield Stadium has worked their magic on the diamond.
Not coming back. We take pride in what we do. This is a landmark in Bangor, and we want to keep it beautiful, and we want to make it the best field that the kids can play on.
Since 1992, Ron St. Pierre has set the tone for his maintenance team down at Mansfield Stadium.
I'm picky. I want straight lines, and we've led by example.
And over the course of 30 years, he's seen a cast of characters enter his operation.
It's a tight-knit group. I mean, they all make fun of each other.
He picks on me, I pick on him.
We get along great. We're a family.
And at the end of the day, they've all shared one thing in common.
They follow suit, and most of the kids who come here are also very dedicated. They have pride. Our key word here is pride.
I would not want to work for anyone else. Again, like I said, he gives us the leeway. He tells us what to do, and then we just do it. And if it's wrong, he's going to say, listen, this is wrong, but this is how you fix it.
That pride will be put on full display this week when the Little League Senior Regional Tournament returns to Bangor for the first time since 2019.
We want to make sure that when they come up here, their first thing is, wow.
And to get that sort of reaction, it takes more than just hopping on the mower.
The average person will walk up and say, what do these guys do all day?
Pretty much all of it, from painting the logos to flattening the infield to raising the colors and everything in between.
You name it, we do it.
Now, of course, not every task is made equal.
Seth's on the mower every day. That's because it involves sitting down, not doing anything.
I consider it relaxing.
I'm the one doing the walking around, the dirty work.
But in the dog days of summer, it's those personalities and relationships that makes the Mansfield crew what it is.
It's kind of a fraternity type thing. We all want the best for baseball.
There's no amateur facility that's run by Little League volunteers that looks anywhere like this in the Northeast.
Now, honestly, I went over there to preview the Senior Little League Regionals, which starts this week, and I saw the field. I was like, that field is in great shape. I need to talk to whoever is responsible. And there you go. It's all of them. It's a whole team, cast of characters. So if you can, head down for some of the games they'll be playing all week there for the Senior League Tournament. And we will stick with baseball, too, because just a week after Chris Sale returned from a year-long rehab process, he finds himself right back on the injured reserve in the first inning of Sunday's game against the Yankees. You've heard it by now. Aaron Hicks fired a ball back at Sale, directly hitting the pinky finger of his throwing hand. The official injury report is a fractured left pinky, which might end his season. There are talks of 4 to 6 weeks, perhaps. Just another bump in the road for this already struggling Red Sox team, who ended up losing the game 13-2 and have yet to win a series against an AL East opponent this season. And word from Red Sox camp saying Sale went underwent a successful surgery on that pinky, so at least some good news. We'll see what the time frame is moving forward, but now we are into the All-Star break. The Sox sit at 3 games above 500 and just a game and a half up on the Orioles, who are in last place in the AL East. So what will Chaim Bloom do here? The trade deadline is August 2nd, and it is fast approaching. The future of their star, specifically All-Star Xander Bogaerts, couldn't be less clear. Will they send him away? Maybe sign him? Will it be another mainstay that gets shipped out of the town? Or is there still reason to believe and buy into this season? Here was Bogaerts' take on the Fox Sports All-Star crew earlier on Monday.
I feel like we should get some help. You know, we saw what happened last year. I know we got Schwarber. I was saying back there, that's someone that carried the team for multiple stretches last year, you know, and I don't know if we could get some of that impact, but it would be nice to get some help for sure, because we're right there. We're right there.
Yeah, very interesting time, because if they do sell, then what kind of message does that send to the current players there? And if they do buy in, is it really worth the money at this point? So certainly going to be interesting come August 2nd. We will, of course, keep you posted on what happens there. Already, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, my name is Erica James. Welcome to Designs by Erin, your destination for all luxury and fine jewelry.
Located in the heart of downtown Bangor, we are proud to be your local source for jewelry repair, repurposing, and custom designs. We take pride in the knowledge we can share and the exceptional customer service and craftsmanship we are able to provide. Visit us at 8 Merchants Plaza, envisioned by you, designed by Erin.
This week on Wheel, Kiki shares a mom hack. When the young one won't nap, what do?
We watch Wheel of Fortune. She says, "We port in." And I think your voice just puts her right out.
If you dig deep enough, there's a compliment in there. Plus, this week we have not one, not two, but 3 of the biggest wins of the season. That's it, I'm through. It's a history-making week. There's always something new around here, isn't there? On Wheel.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
This week on Jeopardy!
Emily Fiasco in position today to win at least 4 games.
Is another super streak underway?
Amy Schneider, Mateo Roach, Ryan Long, they all went on to win a few more, but 4 wins is a notable achievement.
But streaks are never easy.
You are correct, and tied for the lead. We got a tight match.
Especially when the competition is this tough.
This game is not over by a long shot.
This week on Jeopardy!
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC7.
With Tuesday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The slide continued on Wall Street Monday. The Dow closed down 0.7%, and the Nasdaq and S&P each lost 0.8%. Climbing interest rates are dampening housing around the world, with many central banks taking a cue from the U.S. Federal Reserve, hiking interest rates to slow inflation. Real estate markets in a lot of countries have slowed and seen home values fall. General Motors CEO Mary Barra has a dream that in 2 years, GM will surpass Tesla in EV sales in the U.S. Last year, Tesla sold 325,000 cars, while GM only sold 25,000 electric vehicles. And another tech giant appears to be pulling back on hiring and spending. Bloomberg reports that Apple is scaling back plans amid the economic slowdown. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have already made similar moves. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC7.
DVD, digital, and music releases this week include a popular animated family, an Oscar-winning legend, and more. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the list of new releases.
Happy, hopeful.
The Bob's Burger movie tops this week's list of what's new in home entertainment. Based on the long-running Emmy-winning series, the animated film centers on the Belcher family facing a sinkhole threatening to destroy their restaurant and summer. The Japanese drama Drive My Car is about a man forced to confront certain realities of his life following his wife's tragic death. Johnny Depp produced and stars in the real-life drama Minamata. He portrays famed photojournalist W. Eugene Smith, who documented how people in a Japanese fishing village suffered from mercury poisoning due to industrial pollution in the 1970s.
I just don't know who you are anymore.
Meryl Streep plays a famous author who takes a trip with 2 old best friends and a nephew in hopes to find fun and happiness in the comedy drama Let Them All Talk.
The duel to the death will be in approximately 1 year.
Karen Gillan is forced to fight her clone to death in the sci-fi thriller comedy Duel.
I make this look good.
Films celebrating their 25th anniversary. The sci-fi comedy Men in Black, starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, as well as the beloved comedy classic Good Burger.
We agreed, say no more than we have to.
Small screen favorites available to own on DVD and Blu-ray include Season 1 of Showtime's Emmy-nominated drama Yellow Jackets, the CBS sitcom The Neighborhood Season 4, and the 7th and final season of DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
I hate to think about it.
For music fans, rock musician Jack White drops Entering Heaven Alive, the second of 2 solo records. And indie pop duo She and Him celebrate a Beach Boys icon with their 7th album, Melt Away, a tribute to Brian Wilson.
I love the way you soften my life.
In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
It's 6 o'clock and we're already seeing temperatures in the low 70s. Let's throw it over to Devin Biggs with your full weather forecast.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, so rainfall was definitely impressive so far from this latest system. It's moving in with some areas seeing close to 4 inches, and other areas ranging from around 1 to 2 and even up to 3 inches. So a good healthy rainfall so far. We're not even done just yet. We'll show you the radar coming up in a little bit. Small craft advisory is in effect until midnight as we head towards Wednesday morning. And it's been extended a little bit as this area of low pressure continues to move in from the west going toward the east with a lot of rainfall that continues to move through. We'll have one little bit that will continue to move through for a while. Then the sun will come out as the clouds will break up, and then more scattered showers and thunderstorms arrive during the afternoon period, and some of those may pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and a little bit of hail as well, as we'll watch another system soon begin to move in for the north and west. Wave heights are pretty active right now, according to the buoys, at around 4 to 5 feet, and we might see those getting a little bit higher, which is why that small craft advisory is currently in effect. And of course, the winds will be a problem as well, some gusty winds reaching up to about 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon period today. Then later on tonight, things really begin to calm down in a hurry, down to around 10 to maybe 15 miles per hour in a few spots. Average high is 81 degrees, and for the next several days, we'll be in the middle to upper 80s, even a few lower 90s by Saturday, then back down to the lower 80s as we head towards your Monday. Dew points will also be on the rise again if you're not a big fan of the heat and humidity. We'll start seeing them falling a little bit by Wednesday, then rising again by Thursday and Friday. A quick fall by Friday and Saturday before late Saturday and parts of Sunday. The dew points are on the rise again, so summer is here to stay for a good while. UV next forecast for today is at an 8. That's considered very high, so that means a burn time of around 15 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Future counts for the rest of the afternoon. Again, we catch a little bit of a break from the precipitation, at least until about the late afternoon before showers and thunderstorms move in again. Again, some of those may pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and a little bit of hail. Then becoming mostly clear tonight, so a lot of this active weather will not be lasting very long. But again, any of the storms later this afternoon by about 4 or 5 o'clock when they do begin to move in could pack a little bit of a punch with some gusty winds and some hail across the entire state. And of course, throughout the next several days, we'll be watching for more rain moving in between now and Saturday. Up to another inch of rainfall not out of the question. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible. That southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 64 degrees with a slight chance for thunderstorms early, then becoming mostly clear. That west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right, let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. We're partly cloudy on Wednesday, highs in the upper 80s, mid-80s by Thursday with a chance for storms. Mostly sunny Friday and Saturday, highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s.
Some things just go together, like Saturday mornings and cartoons, sunshine and roses, and Spectrum Mobile and Spectrum Internet. Great by themselves, but built to work together so you get crazy fast speeds and even more advanced security. So you get fast speeds when you're out and faster, more secure connections at home, because they're made to go together, like socks and sandals.
My dad wears those.
Sounds like a cool dude.
He's not.
For fast speed and more security, get Spectrum Mobile and Spectrum Internet together. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward. getting the power back on. We've done that for years and we'll continue to do that.
I'm Jay Pearl from Carroll Harper & Associates, Maine's most experienced Medicare health plans agency. Every day we hear how complicated navigating the Medicare maze can be. Let us help. From enrolling in Medicare to finding the right Medicare health plan, we are your go-to agency. We represent Martins Point Generations Advantage and other Medicare health plans that meet our quality standards. There's no cost or obligation for our services, so call Carroll Harper & Associates today.
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
We've got glue sticks, we got dry erase, we got pens, we got notebooks. Go to Rennie's for everything for back to school.
I don't go to school anymore. Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Basketball superstar Stephen Curry loves to shoot.
That's cash.
And Wednesday, he's taking his shot at something new.
I got this.
Stephen Curry hosts the ESPYs. Live from Hollywood, Wednesday on ABC.
The last couple of years, it seems like everyone's into teaming days of the week with certain foods. You know, meatless Mondays, fish Fridays, and on and on. And I've never been a big fan of this concept since I've always felt you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want. But today, I'm giving in with a taco casserole that you can serve on Taco Tuesdays or really any day. We start by sauteing some ground beef with a chopped onion until the beef is browned. After it's drained, we add in some garlic powder, taco seasoning mix, and a can of tomato sauce. We give this a good stir and set it aside while we mix together some sour cream and a good amount of cottage cheese. Yes, I said cottage cheese. Now we build this, sort of like a lasagna, starting with a layer of crushed tortilla chips. Then we spoon on some of the meat sauce, followed by half of the sour cream mixture, and we top it with shredded Colby Jack. We'll layer everything one more time, and into the oven it goes. When it's heated through and the cheese is melty delicious, get ready for an all-in-one casserole that is bursting with goodness, layer after layer. The recipe for our taco casserole is online now and is ready for Taco Tuesday, or any day you crave something fill you up delicious. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a weeknight easy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Traffic on the Florida Turnpike was stopped for hours on Monday by about 70 cows. Now, it happened down in the Osceola County.
The driver pulled over to the shoulder and opened his trailer so the animals could escape after he noticed smoke and fire coming from his cab. Firefighters put out the fire, but no one was injured. People who add more salt to their meals at the table may have a shorter life than those who don't. Researchers from England collected food habits and medical data from more than 500,000 people. They found that at the age of 50, people who always added salt to their meals shaved about 2 years off of their life expectancy compared to those who don't.
They believe the excess use of salt increases the chances of dying from heart disease or stroke. Now, the researchers recommend people follow a balanced diet containing fruits and vegetables. Fruits and veggies, always good. Looks like Mom was right all those years.
Research. Doing the hard-hitting work. Well, Good Morning America is next on ABC7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is coming up next on Fox 22. Enjoy your Tuesday, folks.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra